All right, guys. Hello, I'm Debbie May with Wholesale Supplies Plus. Thanks for stopping back. Again, for a third time, we had an issue with the internet cord and we're all set. So I'm here in Handmade Studio to go over some new products that Wholesale Supplies Plus has added to their line and to give you an idea of some things coming down the pike. First thing I want to do is give a huge shout out to the Soap Makers Plus private Facebook group. I encourage you to join. Just go into the Facebook URL and check Soap Makers Plus. I did a call to action for them. My daughter was in a contest and needed some votes for a volleyball award, and we ended up with over 125,000 votes. There's over 50,000 soap makers in that group. They post creative soaps and support ideas and tips. And I said, hey, I'm a full-time mom. I really need some help. My daughter would think I'm a rock star if she won. And for 3 days, they were champs, and Katie won the vote. So I want to give a huge shout out. Thank you so much to you guys. Big thumbs up. Next thing I want to talk about is Handmade Conference. Our new website is up, handmadeconference.com. There are several different ticket options. That conference is over half sold out. We have the price includes 3 days of conference and 4-night hotel stay, 3 nights of entertainment. The first night we're going to the Hofbrauhaus, which is a authentic German restaurant with Papa music. The real fun thing there is you can stand with me on a bench and we can do shots on a big ski together. If you're not into drinking, you can just take a video and post it on Facebook. It'll be a real good time. The second night, we're doing a philanthropic project for a local charity with Holly Court. She's leading that project. And we're going to have trolley rides here at Handmade Studios, so you'll be able to stop by and visit. And the third night, if you're over 21, we're going to bus all 350 people over to the Hard Rock Casino for dinner, drinks, and a little bit of gambling. If you're not into the slot machines, then you can people watch, and that's a lot of fun. So again, head over to handmadeconference.com. We have the schedule there, the speakers, an outstanding lineup. We have a lot of different ways to register. Oh, and did I forget to mention, if you attend the conference, you get 25% off all of your orders that day, no minimum fee, and free shipping. So stop on over. It's a good time. It's a huge value. There's a video on there and whatnot. Next thing I want to talk about is the new Handmade magazine. It just went to print. The issue is it's going to come out on the 1st, so it's not too late to subscribe, but I'm really excited about this issue. It focuses on fundraising and how crafting for a cause can help others and grow your business. We have some great articles. We have different easy products you can make that are low on labor so that you're able to fill those fundraising orders. So this is the cover. I love it. I'm really excited about it. A lot of people have used fundraising to launch their business, and we've kind of walked you through it. There's even an order form in there that you can tear out and use as a fundraiser. So make sure that you like the Handmade magazine on Facebook, on Instagram, wherever you see it. We really want to spread the word. It's great for the industry, and it's not too late to subscribe. If you are a subscriber and we send out your magazine on the 1st, we have 5 free samples that will be mailed with the magazine. So feel free to ask questions. I'm Debbie May with Wholesale Supplies Plus. Like our page, share our page. Please share the video. That would be awesome. I have my little tricks behind the table here. I have Maddie on mic with us, so if you ask questions, she's able to help repeat those questions so everyone can hear. And off to my side here, I'm able to read some of your questions and say hello. So that just has to load up. The next thing I want to move on to is the new surplus items that we have at Wholesale Supplies Plus. Some of these deals are off the hook, unbelievable. They're great for if you're going to do a fundraiser. They're a great add-on for your craft shows. First thing I want to show you is the 2-ounce black cylinder bottle. It's kind of got a smoky look. You could put white lotion in this. Do you want me to lift it? Or no? Go ahead. I'm sorry if it's too. If you want to go ahead and fill it with just a white lotion, I have a top here. Just a simple disc top gives a beautiful presentation. The surplus though is for the bottle only. It'll take a pump, but I think it's super, super cute. The next item is this really cute, it's the wrong top, 10-ounce white oblong bottle. And I love the curve right here in the bottle. You can see it fits super nice in the hand.
Just hold it up a little bit.
Oh, sorry, there we go. Thank you. I have just a black cap that can go on it, which is really cute. I think this is a great bottle for a lotion. It'd be a nice bottle for a bubble bath, a small bubble bath. But it's really a feminine bottle because of this curve. And if I were going to label it, I'd look at doing a label right in this area on the embossed area. We have a question?
How many ounces?
This bottle is a 10-ounce bottle. Great question. There's not many. All of the surplus are going very, very fast, so make sure you stop over to the website and jump on. They're deeply discounted, and the deals we got this go around for surplus are off the hook good. The next two are some of my favorites for Christmas, and this one I think can be Christmas and Valentine's Day. These are called Tottle bottles because the bottle sits on the top, so they call it a Tottle. And the way you fill it is you fill it like this, very easily, and then the top snaps on. And to use it, you would just open it. We've tested these with shower gel, scrubs, they work great. These are unbelievably cheap, like over 300 bottles for $13. So these are great stocking stuffers, giveaways. If you need promos for your customers at craft shows, you know, it could be buy 5 bars of soap and get one of these free. It is a good deal. It looks cute with both a rectangular label or an oval, and I really like our clear labels with some black print. It would really highlight the black lid. So these are the green and red Tottle bottles. Tottle because it sits on its top. Another question?
What can a 10-ounce bottle be priced at?
Well, so the question is, what can a 10-ounce bottle be priced at? And it really depends on what you're putting in it. If you're putting a lotion in that's high in shea butter and meadow foam and jojoba and some very expensive butters and oils, then you're going to have to price it a little bit more. If it's a basic shower gel that has a very good price point with not a whole lot of fragrance, and because that bottle is white, I have it right here, I would skip the color. I'd have to look at your area, but you might even be able, with as cheap as this bottle is, you might be able to price it in the $5.95, $6.95 range. Check your costs though, and check your ingredients. And a lot of it also depends on how you buy your ingredients. If you buy just a 16-ounce bottle, your costs are higher versus buying 4 gallons, say. Good question. The next bottle I have is I'm peeking over at my list. How many ounces is this bottle? They're going to get back to me on that, but I love it because it has this cute little flare at the bottom, and I have a pump on it right here. Look at how cool this is. This is one of our pumps just cut short, and I love how the square part sits really well on the table. It'd be super easy to label. Who's that? Oh, Jackie's looking up the price and the name on the bottle. I am so sorry. We just got 5 truckloads of surplus in. How many? 16 ounces, guys. It's a 16-ounce bottle. We just got 5 truckloads of surplus in, so the whole warehouse is kind of crazy. I think this is great for a counter soap. It's also would be nice for a shampoo. Or a conditioner, especially if it's a deep conditioning treatment. But I just love it. This top, the pump is not included. It's in stock for us. It looks like a 28400, but this is under the surplus tab at wholesalesuppliesplus.com. So go to the website, click on surplus, and you'll see all of these with the great prices. Do we have another question?
We have a question from Becky.
Hi, Becky.
Will the bottles Will the bottles work for the mechanics scrub? I'm not sure if that's
Yep, so the mechanic scrub is a scrub with the little beads or with pumice in it. These bottles will work great. What you have to be careful of is the top that you're dispensing out of. So if it's just a screw top, yes, I would, if you gotta test it with like a disc top or a Yorker top or what, flip top, whatever you're using, to make sure your pumice and your scrub go out. But yes, the bottle itself will work with the scrub. You need to look at the cap and if it'll accept whatever you're dispensing. Great question. These last two are my favorites. They don't include the tops, but they put the tops on so I'd remember to tell you. These are the emerald green Keuka bottles. We have a 6 ounce and a 14.5 ounce, 8 ounce and 14.5 ounce. You'd think I'm a novice at this, but like I said, 5 truckloads of surplus we just went through. So 8 ounce, 14.5, and I love these, you guys. They look great with labels. I like just the screw top. I think they're awesome for Christmas. You could do fun pine. We're gonna do a recipe in a little bit with an apple champagne. You could do a bubble bath. You can put a pump on these. They squeeze a little bit, as you can see. So you're able, if you have a disc, you're able to squeeze some out. You're able to pour. These bottles are awesome. And we don't have many left. Like I think we might have 25,000 of just each left. The prices are really, really good. These are the Keuka bottles. Question?
No, but Debbie, they actually do include the caps.
You see, I told you I was a novice today. So, good point. I guess they include the caps. How in the world did we get the caps for these? That is unbelievable.
Yep.
Usually when we buy surplus, what it means is manufacturers, let's say if you're a big retailer and your name begins with W and the third letter is a W, or third letter is a W, the first one's a B, like BBW, you might order 1 million bottles. And you're going to sometimes even pre-label them, and you're going to do your run, and maybe you only ended up needing 900,000 of those bottles. We go to companies like that, and we say, hey, we'll buy your overstock, pennies on the dollar, and then we pass that savings directly on to you. So whenever you buy surplus or see surplus, you've got to get a lot of it, and you got to jump on it right away, because we can't get it again. Sometimes people get a little frustrated with us, and I totally get it, because, hey, I bought the surplus, but then you refunded me. That might be because we ordered the last few cases, and they are labeled for retail. They just shipped us those bottles or those jars to clear out their warehouse. We obviously can't sell those if they're labeled for retail products, so we might think we have another 1,000. We sell those, we open the case, and we're like, oops, no, we can't do that. That would be wrong. So jump on the surplus when you see it. The prices are usually really, really good. They're a great way if you want to do add-on products, upsell for your business. They're a great way to do limited specials, limited editions, or fundraisers. These are fabulous for that fun with the fundraising issue. Any other questions?
Just a continued question from Becky. So far, she hasn't found a pump that will work with a jar for the mechanic scrub. Will you be getting any pumps that might work with the jar to distribute the scrub? She has many customers that would like it in a pump.
Okay, so Becky, I think that's a great question. I don't think we will be getting pumps that fit a mechanic scrub. And the reason is when we go and we buy pumps, we commit to buying 1/4 to 500,000 pumps. And for such a specialty product, it would pump so much regular lotion that it would not be useful for the average maker. But a solution might be to take a look at our Malibu tubes. Our larger Malibu tube has a top with a wider opening, and I know for a fact that will dispense the pumice and the gardener's scrubs, the mechanic scrub, so that would be a solution for you. Okay, you guys, I'm Debbie May. If you haven't stopped in, say hello, tell me where you're from. Make sure you share up or down, wherever it is on your Facebook page if you're on mobile or PC. I look off to the side every so often so I can say hi and see your comments too. Michelle, thanks for your order. I'm so super glad. So we'll keep going. Great questions, Becky. The next thing I want to talk about are not all, but a lot of the new products we've gotten. We've gotten a whole assortment of ducks, and if you're not sure, I love this unicorn duck, by the way. If you're not sure what to do with ducks, this is what you can do. You can make super fun duck soaps. And what we did with this soap is we poured a clear black, a clear purple. You can set that there, I got it. And then we took some white soap and grated it. We sprinkled some glitter on it, and we put the little duck on. You can do a unicorn duck. In this case, we're doing some Halloween ducks for a party that we're having. We've got Christmas ducks. We have autism ducks. We have a snowman duck. You want it up higher? Sorry. Here's the winter Christmas duck. I love the autism duck because you guys, you know, autism is special to my heart. My daughter is autistic, and I'm sorry if I just hit the microphone. And the pumpkin, and I'm going to show you. So what you can do is these make great party favors, but at a craft show, these sell like crazy. All we did was put this in a cello bag and tied it with some curling ribbon. You put these out on your table and kids go crazy. When this was probably 20 years ago when I sold at craft shows. I no longer sell at craft shows because my job now is to help you guys be super successful at craft shows, not to compete with you. But I would sell something like this at most craft shows for $8. You could maybe go 10, usually around 8. People would snatch them up. They make great stocking stuffers. If your child is having a Halloween party, these are great party favors. I would put the pumpkin duck in it though. So the ducks are new for us. Let's see. We have these little bendable guys. This is the bendable reindeer. And we have the bendable snowman. And what you do with these is you bend their legs up and their arms. So you would make a bar of soap and you stick their head out and their little feet out, and maybe put some of these cute shreds with your cheese grater all around them so it looks like soap. And it's just another fun way to appeal to children at the craft show. Because let's face it, if you can get that little kid to buy, the mom's going to buy too, and that's your perfect time to upsell. Let's see, what else do we have? We have these really cute eyeball erasers in all different color eyeballs. If you do put these erasers in soap, they look really cute in a round bar. I'm going to turn this upside down, but can you picture it sticking out of a small bar of soap? Make sure though, if you make soap with these, that you mark your label not for children under 3 or choking hazard for children under 3. These would be a choking hazard, so make sure you put that on your label.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's a green one if you're into green eyes. There's a little alien. I'm sure you're aware that Milky Way has a super cute spaceship. You can put the little alien in the spaceship. But this looks cute. Also in our snow globe recipe, we have a recipe on our Wholesale Supplies Plus website that is a gingerbread man in a globe. You could adjust those colors to some neon colors and you could have a little alien in a spaceship. And the last really cool thing, kids will think it's cool, I think it's creepy, it's the spider soap. You can make a bar of soap, use some bath frosting on top, and just plop him or a couple of them on the top, and it's going to be like spiders. The other thing I like to do, and this is going to sound kind of weird, snip the back of the ring off and take the Milky Way frog mold, pour it with lime green, and drop the spider in. When you unmold the soap, the spider looks like it's in the frog's mouth. It's super cool for boys, very creepy for girls. So, any other questions? I got questions. Oh, I love the autism duck too. Thank you for the shout out. Any other questions? Nope. Okay, good. All right, move this over. Straws. have you guys seen, I'd like to hope we started the trend, but I doubt it. This summer, lemonade soaps were huge. The watermelon lemonade, the raspberry lemonade, lemonade. And I have a really cool soap here. I want to get the company name right. This soap was made by... You give me the name. I can't even read this. It's yellow. Ula Lemon? No, that's the name. You guys, I'm turning 53 this year. My eyes are not what they used to be. Well, I want to give a shout out to this artisan. So they're going to pull the name. They're pulling the name. Maddie's going to read it because she has young, great eyes.
All natural and sustainably purchased.
That's not the company name.
Oh, sorry, the Tipsy Lemon.
Oh, it's the Tipsy Lemon. It was. Okay. So how cute is this soap? And we thought, we love the straws, so we went on a hunt and got really cool straws. These are not, I'm going to press on this, these are not the flimsy straws that they sell at a lot of stores. These can easily go into soap. Look at that. Can you hear that?
It's lathered in love.
Lathered in Love is the name of the company. Tipsy Lemon is the name of the bar. So thank you, Kara. That was my assistant. So we now carry these straws at deeply, deeply discounted prices. I love this one for the watermelon lemonade. And it's never too early to start. I think even a green or the red I would put in a peppermint. You could do a peppermint cocoa soap and put the straw in. So you guys asked for these. We went on a hunt and we got them. So we have straws. Let's see. There's so many cool things. Our purchasing department has been like an overdrive. If you haven't seen these cool little jars, these are under sets. These are not surplus, but they're great for lip balms. You could put a little bit of glitter in this and call it fairy dust, and little girls at craft shows would go crazy. So these are under our jar sets, the really small jar sets. Super cool. Okay, let's see. We have 2 new molds. These are cool. They're little gingerbread men. I love how, these are Wilton molds. I love how Wilton made a little gingerbread house. And my all-time favorite are these little tiny snowflake molds. What I like about this snowflake mold is this would make a super, super cute bath bomb. And you could do a cool spa kind of fragrance, and you get just the impression. Just push it in hard and you'll get just the impression of the snowflake. I think they're super cute. They're limited supplies, so the way Wilton works is when they sell out, we can't get them for a year. So if you think you want them now or for in future years, grab them. I never know when they're going to bring stuff back. I can't tell you how many times I've said, oh no, they're not bringing that pumpkin back, or not bringing that snowman head back, or Mrs. Claus. So get them while you can. So that's that. Let's see, do we have any more questions? Millicent, the snowflake mold is totally worth the buy. I'm just saying. Thank you. Okay, so these jars are all up here, not only because they're pretty, but because they're on sale. We just announced a jar sale that's on right now for in-stock products. It runs through Sunday. Now is the perfect time to order jars. We have everything from the little tiny basic jar, which is perfect for samples or purse sizes, all the way up to our bale jars, which I love for sugar scrubs and different projects. I'm actually going to make a project really quick at this table before we go. The black jars are great for men's products and a men's line. And most of the jars, the lid is sold separate. There is this line of natural jars that includes the lid. which are really cool. This is similar. This reminds me, it's not the same jar, but it reminds me of the jars at the Body Shop that they do their butters, their cocoa butters, and their really fun butters. And they have a whole line, and they do round, different colored labels. So I think it's like there's a mango, a strawberry, maybe a chocolate. So I like these. I like the size, and I like when I'm able to, at home, obviously, get a nice dollop of the cream to moisturize at night. So jump on the jar sale, but don't leave the live yet. Make sure you share, make sure you like, hang out with us. But the jar sale ends Sunday at midnight Eastern time. Question?
How many ounces in the tiny jar do they show?
This tiny jar, I'd have to look. I'm pretty sure it's a 1/2 ounce basic jar. This little one. The little tiny jar. I'm sorry. This little tiny jar is a 0.1 ounce. This is a 1/2 ounce. Okay? Awesome. You know what the worst part of having this screen and looking at your pictures is? I have to see my own face on the side. I don't know. I'm just like one of those people that, I don't know. I don't like seeing it. So, the big news this week is our Vita Burst beads. I don't know if you guys caught the email. They are the hottest thing in retail, and I'm so excited to bring them to you. I'm going to make a really quick project today as a preview. Next week, we're going to do a whole Facebook Live on Vita Burst beads and how to use them. We've even put them in cold process. We have really cute ideas. But what I wanted to show you today, because I've been getting the question, is how much is a 1/2 ounce? Like, do I get 2 beads for a 1/2 ounce? No. I don't know if you can tell, but this is the Crafter's Choice package. This is the 1/2 ounce. I'm going to do a project with the green beads, and I want to show you this here. I'm going to hold it sideways, and that much, are you able to get it? I'm not sure, is a 2 ounce. And you're going to see how little we put in. So Vita Burst beads are a cellulose bead that swells in products, and then when you rub it on your skin, they pop and totally go away. As I'm sure you guys know, microbeads are now outlawed because they get into waterways and they've done some kind of nasty things to our environment. So a lot of people have moved over to jojoba beads. But the problem with jojoba beads is that they're a wax and they can melt at higher temperatures. These do not melt, that we've been able to try, and we've even put them in cold process soap and they didn't melt. But the other nice thing is they pop and they release. So we have black that contains charcoal. The green that I have today that I'm going to do a quick project has olive oil. And the blue has all different oils. Jojoba oil, I think. There's a gold bead. There's a pink bead that's sold out. The gold and the pink already sold out. They should be back next week. So these are super cool. We actually introduced Vita Burst beads to the industry about 8 years ago, and you guys weren't ready for them. I loved them, and nobody listened to me. You can find them now in hand soaps at Bath & Body Works and soft soap. If you go into the store and you see these little beads floating in soap or lotion, and you go to apply it and they go away, that's what these Vita Burst beads are. So, to my knowledge, we're the only ones currently carrying them for makers. I've been told we'll be the only supplier in the industry for the Vita Burst bead. There may be other imitators, but they're super cool. So what I want to do is I want to show you how easy they are to use. So, excuse me while I clear. I'm going to move the chair. If I stand up and I'm short, so I should be okay for the camera. It's easier if I stand up and make than sit. Those of you guys that have tuned in for a while or known me for a while, I'm not known for being super coordinated. So I am going to put on some gloves.
Really quick question while you have
Yep,
your gloves on.
go ahead. It's fine.
Dawn
It's fine.
asks, are they good for a face scrub?
Dawn, the beads are awesome in a face scrub because they pop. So you get a really soft surface, not a scratchy, and then as you rub, it will pop. And I'm going to show you on my own skin how quickly they pop and go away. So that's a great question. Any other questions while I'm getting set up here? I had a comment in our last video, why don't you have a mask on, why don't you have a hairnet on, da 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 da. all of that. I will tell you that I don't wear a mask in these videos because you can't hear me. My microphone is down low, and if I have a mask, you won't hear me. So I apologize for that. I don't wear a hairnet because I'm not super comfortable on the camera as it is, and if you take my hair away, I'll be really uncomfortable. So I'm not wearing a hairnet either. If I was making this for personal use, I probably wouldn't wear a hairnet. I don't even know if I'd have gloves. If I'm making this for resale, I would have a face mask, a hairnet, long gloves. I would alcohol down my bowl, my counter, everything, and I would be using very, very clean and sterile manufacturing conditions. Yes, Maddie, another question?
We have a few questions, but I will say, sorry Donna, we just have a lot of people that are going in and out of the studio today for that background noise.
Oh, you guys probably heard the beeping. You know, it's craft show season here in Independence, so people come and buy their ingredients. Some people stop by, and there's a few people just watching the live because they want to know how it happens. I apologize for the beep. It's a safety system, so sorry about that.
But we do have questions. One from Christy. Is there a citrus Vita burst or one that would be good in a citrus scrub?
There is not a citrus oil filled Vita burst bead. The pink bead is really, really cool in a strawberry. You could probably go citrus if you made like a lotion or a soap, a light orange, and then put the pink bead in. I think you'd probably get a very similar result, but we do not have any that are filled with a citrus oil. Great question.
Someone asked what is in the Vita burst. So do you know each
Yep.
type?
So each Vita burst bead is filled with something different. There is a cellulose bead, that's why they dissolve and pop, and the color comes from either ultramarine blue, I think it's chromium oxide green. The black is charcoal, so if you want to offer a charcoal product or charcoal marketing, but you don't want the mess of charcoal, that's a perfect bead to use. The blue is ultramarine, the gold is a mica, I believe. I'd have to go through. All of the ingredients are listed on Wholesale Supplies Plus website. Just click on the product name and then ingredients, and you'll see the full ingredient listing.
Someone actually just sent a private message asking if they would be good in a lip scrub.
The Vita burst beads, I'd have to, actually, I'll be honest with you, I need to go online and see their application. I don't have that memorized. We have tested them in everything from aloe vera oil, face oil, cold processed soap, melt and pour soap, a few other things. That's what our Facebook Live next week is on. So if you turn in next week, I am going to have the answer on the lip scrub. That's a great question. Any others? Nope. Okay. So what I did is I took 16 ounces. If you buy the 16 ounce goat milk and honey lotion, that's this size jar. So I emptied it into a Pyrex cup, and I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see. This is the stained glass forest green color. A lot of people ask how big is a sample. You can kind of see this whole dropper is filled. So if you were to order the sample size at Wholesale Supplies Plus, this is how much you get for a sample. And I'm just going to add 2 drops. Let's see what happens. I love the stained glass colors because they're super, super easy to work with. I'm going to add a little bit more green, just a little bit. I don't like to color lotion too much because you're rubbing it into the skin, so that color is actually going into the skin. So you want a super pastel color. This is good. I'll hold it up and show you guys in 1 second. Okay. So are you able to get a shot of that? Just a real light pastel color. And now I picked this fragrance this morning. It's our Apple Honey Champagne. It's currently on sale. I liked it because it sounds fun and festive, and I love apple. In this you get the apple, but you almost get, I smell the honey, I smell the champagne, and it almost has a little bit of a sweet note to it. I think it's going to be very popular at the holidays. You can add to 16 ounces anywhere from 2 to 5 mLs. I don't like to fragrance my lotions very heavily. I don't know, it's just over the years I just don't like really strong lotion. So I'm just going to put 2 mLs in. Use a dropper, drizzle it around. Make sure I can see what I'm doing. You guys, make sure you like and share this page. If you're seeing it after hours on YouTube, make sure you follow us so that you get notified when new videos come out. This lotion is formulated so that you can just stir it in. You don't need to heat it if you don't want to. Got quiet in here when I started making things. And you can see this fragrance did not really affect at 2 milliliters, and it smells very nice. You could go maybe 3, but I think this is perfect. And then what I'm going to do is just add, I'm going to show you, this is 1/8 of a teaspoon of the Vita beads. And I want to try and tip this to show you how much 1/8 of a teaspoon is. And you just stir them in. And what they do is they attract moisture and oils and water, mostly water, from the lotion. And they start to swell. If I were to rub some of this on my skin right now, the bead would be a little bit scratchy because it hasn't had time to swell. We found in the office they need maybe 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes to swell. And I'm just going to package this in our bale jars. If I was selling this, I would be more exact. I'd have it on a scale. If I was gift giving, I'd fill it up. Just put the lid on it. And I don't know if you can see, but those little dots are all the way through the lotion. Super fun, super cute. Now I want to show you, if I were to take a little bit of this, okay, can you see the dot? I don't know if you can see my arm. They may have to adjust the camera. And I'm going to rub, and I can feel it, and I can tell you they're already all popped. And that's it. So in this case, those are olive oil. You're able to put olive oil on your marketing label. You know, you're able to put bursting beads, beads that pop. On the inky label, you do not put Vita Burst bead. You put the ingredients that are in the beads. So that's it. So I would make this and put a cute little label. I might do a Christmas ribbon on it, and it's great for gift giving. And look how simple and fast it was. So that's it. Do you have any other questions in the system? Do you have any? Are there any others, Maddie?
Nope.
Okay. Last, before I leave, if you're in the area and you stop in at Wholesale Supplies Plus, check out a lot of the new things we're doing in the studio. I'm sorry, if you're in the area of Handmade Studios, stop in. November 1st, we're doing our first flow yoga. It's called Balance and Bubbles. So we're going to do 45 minutes of flow yoga here at Handmade Studio. We're going to stop, we're going to drink a little bit of wine, we're going to have a little bit of Zen, eat a few snacks, and then we're going to make a scrub and a perfume. So stop at the website, handmadestudio.com, or stop in. Space is limited. We're in Independence, Ohio, so just stop by the website and take a look. Otherwise, I'm Debbie May. These guys are cracking up behind me. I'm Debbie May with Wholesale Supplies Plus. Till next time, have a great day. Bye.